Greetings. This is Scholar Saunders Singh. What's current? Today, I already had a show earlier today. I just wanted to do a quick little bitty. What is that? We on here. Yeah, because I was waiting for me. I was just about to say, I have a young lady, I have a female that said, why don't you go on a little bit later today? I was like, you know what? I might either do a show later today, after this show, or tomorrow. So I'm doing this for her. Doing this for me, but in recognition of her, I wanted to do a show on this woman that nobody really talks about that much, but sometimes she's on the radar. Her name is Meghann Cuniff or Cuniff. I want to be very careful with her last name, but Meghann Cuniff or Cuniff is an extraordinary journalist. She's one of the best, reporters for anything urban. She covered the YSL case. She's covering the Diddy case. She's covering Jay-Z's interaction with the whole cases. So I think she should be applauded. I think she should be lauded. I think she is a brilliant light amongst the darkness. She is an intelligent young lady. She's just all there. She has all the cards. She started in Spokane, Washington. She was a reporter for various LA different different LA organizations. Let me see. She has been able to, transition from, local or, more legalese kind of like papers to more mainstream publications, as well as online. As she's been able to demonstrate that as well. They call her Meghann Meghann the reporter, with the THEE, like Megan the Stallion. Is that you, Sad? Yo, what's up, Sad? I got my wrenches in here right now. We got 10 people watching. That's cool. That's cool. Trying to get that to 100 people. Let's see what we can do. She's just great. She covered the Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion, that whole blow up. She covered all of that. What? Okay, Britt, you're new to the show. If you want to ask me a question, it costs $10. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm doing it right now. All right. No, I do not. So anybody wanted to ask a question, and the minimum is $5 for donations. If you want to ask a question, it's $10. Like and subscribe. Thank you for that. Like and subscribe. Free Diddy, yes, free Diddy. This is part of Diddy, so I'll let that go. Oh shoot, Mobby. It's okay, Britt. It's okay. Just make sure you pay up. We have to pay just to ask a question. Yes, you do, Shanny boy. Yes, you do. This is not free. This isn't play time. This is work for me. I had to read articles. I had to go through different ideas for this. Or if you have a range like me. Okay. He's back. Son of the Sun. Oh, man. I thought it was James. He's back. Son of the Sun. Changed his name from James Jackson to Son of the Sun. I can't understand that. Oh, my bad. I didn't know that. It's all right. Now you know. It's all right. But anyway, she's one of the best reporters to ever cover any of these cases. She's on X. She has followers that begged her to take on an alleged Ponzi scheme involving DJ Envy, a co-host of the popular hip-hop morning show The Breakfast Club, after stating that she had nothing to add about the latter case and quickly backtracked. She's like, you know what? Let me go after that. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. Cuniff, I'm just going to say Cuniff, is still taken aback by the attention. I frankly don't think what I'm doing is all that wonderful, she said. So she's humble, she's meek, she's modest. She's not saying, you know what, I am that great reporter. I am that excellent person, and I cover these stories well. That's what she should say. Switching from James, okay. Bumbleclot, Hilfiger. Topic is, did he know? The topic is this beautiful white woman named Meghann Cuniff. She's a legal reporter. She's been all over the news since I think maybe at least the mid 2000s. At least the mid 2000s. I mean, or maybe the mid 2010s, I should say. And she's gone into the 2020s. So 5 people in here, 2 likes. Wow. You're still in secondary schooling. Guess you're still in secondary schooling. Is that what that means? I didn't know what that meant. I have no idea what that is. I don't speak that kind of language. She says, wow, I would not want to look at this ish. Cuniff said, her phone open to X. People love me. Yeah. Her office is a wreck. I'm looking at the picture right now on the Washington Post. She's got, bits and pieces of everything everywhere. Okay, so she's been in various cases. She has a lunchtime interview with Slate's In Case You Missed It podcast on DJ Envy, Black Twitter, and again Tory Lanez. This is from a few years ago, but it's still an in-depth way of showing her. It's very sprawling, as they say. Here we go. This is the beginning of it. Cuniff would go from writing about student-led neighborhood cleanups for the Daily Emerald to covering crimes, the grisly, the mundane, and the bizarre, for the Spokane-Review in Spokane, Washington. In 2008, she sat in a Boise, Idaho federal courtroom for weeks covering a major death penalty case, her first time using Twitter to do live coverage of a trial. An opening at the Orange County Register in 2013 brought her to California, though she found the work itself, covering small-town city council issues, less than thrilling. When layoffs hit the paper, she moved on to law-focused publications, including the Los Angeles Daily Journal and Law.com. So that she has a plethora of different publications that she is subscribed to. She is written for. And there I go blinking. All right, I'm going to try to do this in one take. Let me see. Whew. You don't speak Arabic. I thought you was a Muslim. I am not a Muslim. I'm an atheist completely, through and through. Hey guys, like the video and share with your network. Thank you, Keziah. Thank you. Son of the Sun, he said, take off that hat in Arabic. Hey, maybe. Don't forget to donate to the machine. Anything as small as $5 and up help support our brother. I'm not your brother, Keziah, but you're all right with me. You're all right. You still maintain the wrench. I think you're being cute there. Our brother. But yeah, she's definitely one of the best to ever do it. She's been able to create something that out of nothing. That's why I think it's so beautiful about this age of these young women warriors, especially. She was just reporting on small little happenings that happen around her way, and then she blew up, and she's one of the go-to people to get the scoop. For different cases, especially urban cases. Like I said, she was talking about the Tony Busby versus Jay-Z case. She's talking about the Diddy case, of course, which is related to it closely. Salute. My bad, I should have known. It's all right. It's good. You still our brother, whether you like it or not. Okay. I just don't do the tribalism thing. I don't do the, oh, my brother, my black brother. Yeah. Then like say, oh, could you just can you donate? Oh no, you're not. I mean, you're my brother, but you're not my brother. You see what I'm saying? I can't give that money up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. That's where tribalism gets you into trouble. Son of what may you get salvation? And James. Okay. So she reported on various cases. She reported on the Stormy Daniels case with President-elect Donald Trump. She could transcribe testimony and exchanges quickly, a feat that is made harder by the fact that many judges don't allow laptops or cell phones in the courtrooms. This restriction alone, Cuniff argues, is the difference between a well-covered case and one that falls between the cracks. As an independent journalist, Cuniff can cover whatever she wants, and unlike most outlets, she is not just interested in outcomes, but also processes. And she believes readers, whether they're following her tweets or her deep dive articles, are too. So she has this range. She has this incredible range where she can cover something small, and some would say insignificant, but that's an argument for somebody. But she covers huge profile Diddy cases and YSL and Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion cases, and then she can go and do a small little I guess small little run-ins that go on under the radar. She can do it all. She truly held us down and kept us in the know during the Megan Thee Stallion case. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's very astute. She's an astute young lady. And I'm just giving her her whole hour because she's a white woman. I have to give her her props. And of course, we have Son the Sun simping on the chat. Son, where you at? Do I drop the E Addy? Sky, what's up? Eric, Andre Orlon, you gonna be on the Star Report later? It depends. If I'm awake, I might chime in something, but not right now. I don't think for right now it's a no. But if I'm awake, I might do it. In the chat, I'll screenshot it. You can give her the address. What are you talking about? I'll screenshot it. Give her the address. But anyway, Cuniff is definitely a very hard-nosed, hard-scrabble, very fighting. I guess she's Irish. Maybe she's Irish. I'm not sure. Meghann is an Irish name. Cuniff, maybe she's not married, or maybe that's her married name. I'm not sure. And she gets insults and harassment. Sometimes she's on Vlad TV. Vlad TV sometimes focuses on Meghann Cuniff. And she's very, very confident. I don't know why she gets meek and modest in interviews, but she's very confident. She's very sure of herself, as she should be. She has a lot of self-esteem, it appears. I need her email. Well, you can put in an email, right? I'm going to keep your name in the chat over a Star Report. What's tonight's topic? I just got in. You give me $10, I'll tell you what the topic is, Eric. Welcome, Eric. Don't forget to share. Thank you, Kazan. And like the video, Eric. Talking about the legal side, Meghann can. There you go. See, I let my merchants tell me, but you asked for me, it's going to be $10. My Cash App's right down there. See that? Cash App. Cash App. $5 at least, $10 for questions. I haven't figured out anything else to charge people with. But she does have her own I think she has detractors. One of her biggest detractors was Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez, physically called her out. Called her out on her looks. She looks very nerdy. She looks, kind of awkward. She looks kind of socially awkward, kind of like that. But she's still a beautiful white woman. I'm gonna just say that much. Um, she has a Substack. It's called Legal Affairs and Trials with Meghann Cuniff, which she launched this year as essentially a one-woman media company. Cuniff reports and writes all the stories and takes all the photos. A retired court clerk copy edits her, but Cuniff makes all the editorial decisions about what she will cover and how. It's amazing to me. That's just beautiful. I think in this country, that's what it's all about. It's all about self-determination. It's all about selfishness. It's all about doing your own work, doing your own thing, being an entrepreneur, being taking up the reins. Don't let waiting on somebody else to show you the way. You're confident and driven to do your own thing. No free Tory. He's convicted. I'm not gonna say free Tory. No free Tory. Talking about the legal side. Okay, aid. The topic is scheduled. Scott come out of the closet. That was cute. That was cute, son. That was cute. Tory dropped the dope verse over the jail phone. Salute, King. Salute, sir. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Have I seen you since the New Year? I can't remember. Maybe I haven't. But yeah, so Meghann Cuniff is the truth. She's especially popular with fans of hip hop stars, in part because their legal affairs are often misreported by gossip sites and bloggers. Very true. Very true. I go to certain sites. I go to webzines. I go to Hot New Hip Hop. I go to Hip Hop DX. Some of them they have conflicted information. Some of them have direct quotes from Meghann. So I appreciate when they have her on the site, different whatever the webzine might be. It says these stories aren't just fan service for Cuniff, who applies both her legal expertise and her ear for the absurdity of them. She's particularly interested in a slew of defamation suits targeting new media creators, such as a lawsuit 50 Cent filed against Instagram-focused gossip account The Shade Room after erroneously implied that the rapper had gotten penis enhancement surgery. The parties settled out of court. Wow, so that was a pause on that. I didn't expect that to come up so much, but Sky with the Gucci hat. No, this is not Gucci. I don't even know if this has a brand. It's just a black trilby. Just a black trilby. It says her audiences have few options. Yeah. What struck me is a quote. What struck me was how even the people who read all those blogs and watched the YouTubers don't even seem to actually like them. They just don't feel like they can get that news anywhere else, Cuniff said. And to me, that's probably true. A lot of people are looking online, trying to find the best news, trying to find what's going on with the different cases. There's 3 current cases. I think she covered Lil Durk's case too. I think she was the one that talked about the 20,000 pages of not evidence, but that was admitted as evidence, I think, and like 230 gigabytes of material. I should say, not evidence, material. Wait, who got what? Got me laughing, man. Don't be laughing. I'm trying not to laugh on my platform. But while her tweets about ASAP Rocky might get more eyeballs, Cuniff's bread and butter is federal white-collar crimes. That's it. This nigger-ish, that nigger-ish is nothing. That's cute. That's nothing. White-collar crimes, that's where the money is. That's where she gets her pay. She can talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez and Diddy and Lil Durk and Young Thug and YSL. All she wants to. All that is cute. But the real thing is, she wants to go after those white-collar crimes. That's her main focus. White-collar crimes are what she has to deal with. It says, the kind of complex cases that legal professionals follow. She has more than 8,000 subscribers, 300 of whom pay her for her work, either for $8 a month or $80 a year. So she's getting money. She's getting money. White woman getting money. That's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. It's a beautiful combination. She's playing with a few ideas. She started a YouTube channel because it's more lucrative than other platforms, true, and because so many of its talking heads were just sharing her work anyway. Maybe merch such as Googly Eye B t-shirt, a callback to Lane's pointed insult of Cuniff during his sentencing hearing. He called her a Googly Eye B, B-I-T-C-H. So, I was waiting for that part to come up. It says Cuniff's right eye tends to drift inward, a condition she says has gotten worse over the past few years. She wears these really thick glasses, too. Cuniff is interested in writing a book about her experiences. It'll be a bestseller. She'll make millions. Covering celebrity trials during an age of rabid internet fandom. But she needs to find her time to hammer out a book proposal. Right now, there's still far too much to cover. Beasley, Cuniff's former editor, recently stumbled upon a show in which Cuniff had appeared. Meghann Thee Stallion versus, I always say the, I don't know why, it's the, she says to pronounce it the, but I always say the, because that's how it reads, versus Tory Lanez. A short docuseries dissecting both sides of the now famous case. It's not the first such appearance Cuniff has had. In the past, she has also appeared on Nancy Grace's show and Snapped, a cable true crime series that follows the life of a woman charged with murder. So she is definitely getting her exposure out there. I put nobody on. Some people have always tried to do that. She's married, by the way, my sister. So I don't even know what you're talking about. You got to go find somebody else, my friend. That's how it breaks down. That's how it breaks down. She says, I actually don't take what she says. Let me see. The appeal of these programs, Beasley noted, is that they're salacious, and she has learned to be wary of the way they present their stories. But when Cuniff is on that kind of show, she gives it a legitimacy it wouldn't otherwise have, Beasley said. She knows whenever Cuniff says is the straight-up truth. I actually don't take what she says with a grain of... I don't take what she says with a grain of salt. I take it as a gospel. That is the story from the Washington Post. They went into a deep dive. I just gave out the highlights. This is from 2020, I think, something like that. 2019. Yeah, this is from last year. This is from 2023. But I just kept on seeing. I was like, who is this Cuniff lady? Who is this Meghann Cuniff? Who is this? What is this about? And I just kept on digging and digging, and I was like, okay, let me just do some search for her and see who she. What's her whole story. I think if I put in Meghann Cuniff news, I don't even know about Tom Girardi, but she probably covered that too, I'm sure. Lil Durk, she's covering that. She's on a lot. She must have a team under her as well. Probably like stronger, probably a wider base and a more effective base. And it was she covered the major blow against Jay-Z a week ago. It was just a week ago. She covered that. She said, the Tony Busby he got pretty much a major win because the woman who came to say that she was raped. I can say it because I'm not monetized by YouTube yet. Maybe I will never be monetized. I don't know. But she was saying how that was a big blow against Jay-Z's defense. She can't be identified. 99 problems, but that ain't. It must be one. She got to be one. one of Jay-Z's problems. 99, and that B is one. Allegedly, I don't know if she's a really B. But I think this is extraordinary. It's legal affairs and trials with Meghann Cuniff. Tom Girardi. Who is Tom Girardi? Tom Girardi seems, let me see. He's a very old man. Wait a minute, is this, hold on. Erica Jane. Okay, I'm just looking up different cases that Meghann has. She's covering. So this is involving Tom Girardi, convicted of stealing millions from clients, seeks hospitalization instead of prison because they're saying he has, Alzheimer's, and that would probably not be pretty for him to be in prison with Alzheimer's. It wouldn't be a pretty sight. She's got 2 kids, son to son. 2 kids. 2 kids. Okay, here we go. This is is this from her site? Oh, this is from CBS News, but I'll just read it anyway. Today, they get this goddamn ad out of the way. They have also said the federal prison system isn't equipped to medically care for him, an argument which prosecutors refute. Today, Tom Girardi is a broke, half-blind, incontinent, 85-year-old man with dementia. He has lost everything from his possessions to his reputation to his mind, the court documents filed by his attorney read. He spends his days in a lockdown memory care. Jesus Christ. Facility where he occupies a shared room and requires round-the-clock assistance for basic tasks. It's wild. I said she's married, sir. Pay attention. I think you should try going live on TikTok. I might do that one day. I don't know what the hell I'm doing on YouTube. I hardly even get what I'm doing here. So I might have to go live on TikTok before they go, before they disband the company, where they completely eliminate it. I think that's still on the cards, or still on the table, from what I understand. But Meghann is the truth. Meghann is reality. She definitely holds the torch for all the young reporters. I remember I was a young reporter for my high school newspaper, and you just literally had to make up. You had to find stories, find what was going on in your school system. That was always amazing. This is interesting. It says prison calls show Tory Lanez harassing Megan Thee Stallion with sued blogger, lawyers say. Lawyers say rapper Daystar Tory Lanez Peterson is running a harassment campaign. This was December 11th of last year. Suing a woman, campaign against shooting victim Megan Thee Stallion from prison, and they're suing a woman they believe has been paid by him to spread misinformation online. Lanez and his father, Sunstar Peterson, Sunstar, his name is, what's his name? Daystar, Sunstar and Daystar. Okay, discuss Milagro Cooper and prison phone calls obtained in Megan's lawyers. according to a new court filing. And their comments show Lanes is still orchestrating Meghann's harassment from behind bars while using Cooper as his mouthpiece. And Meghann is like his number one, his persona non grata, pretty much. He's totally against her. He calls about her and says things. TikTok pays better. You better get in there. I don't get paid by YouTube. I have no connection with YouTube in payments. I only have connections with Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. So it would be the same thing possibly. I don't know. I have to be careful. My heroes, Dr. Euron Brook, Mr. Choice Terrains, in their 60s. They're like generals. I'm a Lance Corporal. I'm just a young guy. One has 38,000 followers. The other has 257,000 followers. I think it is, Mr. Terrain. Last time I checked. Or 277,000, something like that. Over 200,000, approaching 300,000 subscribers. So I have a measly pittance. I have 897 right now. Let me check, see if it changed at all. Yes, it has changed. Went up 3. I'm at 900 subscribers. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate all the subscriptions, the donations, the likes, the shares. All of that is beneficial to me. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So I'm at 900. All I need is 100 more. I have one more qualification to do. I have to get 4,000 watch hours. It says I already have 4,000 hours of watch time, but I guess it didn't translate yet. I don't know. It's kind of goofy to me. It's weird. It says people are getting hooked on your channel. Congrats on reaching 4,000 hours of watch time. Keep giving them what they want. I'm not giving you what you want. I'm giving them what I need. And that's pay. That's money. Okay? As a matter of fact, let me do my sponsors. My first sponsor is, of course, Mr. Peng. He has lifestrongapparel.com, lifestrongapparel.com. And you can go there. There's ride shares for dogs. There's treats for dogs. And there's sitting for dogs. $100 a night. There's a pound of raw crafted sea moss, and there's purple sea moss, raw purple sea moss. And of course, there's Lifestrong Organic Sea Moss Gel. So if you enjoy any or all of these items, make sure you check out lifestrongapparel.com. Go to the contact section and tell them that the goofy guy, Sky Saunders, he knows me. We went to school together. Tell him that I sent you. Also, Bayha Jackson, the original Doughboy, the young version of Ice Cube's character in the monumental film Boys in the Hood. He is on YouTube at BEEJACKSON 5478. B Jackson 5478. He has sardines on the grill. He has fried chicken. He has near beer or non-alcoholic beer. And he has female strippers that he talks about. So if you like any of those things, make sure you check out his channel. And I have 0 viewers right now. I was up to 10. I have 0 right now. But in rebroadcast land, that changes. So I appreciate you. And he will appreciate you if you go to his channel. He has 132 subscribers. Let's get him up to 150 subscribers by next week. Also, another sponsor of mine, Dot Focus, DOTFOCUS _. He has 96 subscribers. Let's get him to at least 120 subscribers by next week. He has a Twitch account. It's the same thing, Dot Focus, DOTFOCUS _. Just search on Twitch, I guess you can say. He's an assassin. He's a surgeon with the rifle. He's got mastery with the firearms in this Call of Duty game online, so I definitely suggest you go. Whenever I see on my phone he's live, I try to go in. He's like, "Oh man, Sky's in here," you know. So there's that. All right, so whatever happened exactly, I have no idea. That's like that's a case for Meghann Cuniff. Meghann Cuniff could probably figure that out. She could probably figure out why, he's been UA, unidentified absence, or not unidentified, unauthorized absence. But I guess in his case it's unidentified. I have no idea what happened exactly. I don't know what happened exactly. There's a few people. I don't know what happened to Darth Vader on Twitter. Darth Vader had some good little quips and stuff like that on, well, not Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, X. Darth Vader was on there. I was really intrigued by what he had to say, but I'm sorry. But today's all about Meghann Cuniff. Meghann Cuniff is the truth. She is one of the best people to give ideas related to all these different things. She has legal affairs and trials with Meghann Cuniff. I don't think she's married. I don't think she's married. But she has top 10 cases of 2024 from Young Thug and YSL to Tom Girardi. Giardi. Sean Diddy Combs arrested. Yep. This is she was on ABC News. She was on ABC News. They asked for her opinion on ABC News. That's how the range she can have. She can go on Vlad TV one day, skip over to another night. She'll be on ABC News, just like that. Jay-Z awards OMG girl jury awards OMG girls $71 million. It's because the little toys that they had. If you remember back then, I did a piece on this. They were little they almost look like brat dolls, but they weren't brat dolls. But they looked like they had the images of the female rap group or R&B group or whatever the group was. They won $71 million. That's Tiny Harris, T.I.'s wife. They essentially won the case. Probably had to pay $20 to $25 million in court fees and lawyer costs, but that's still a good amount. What's that? 25 and 20, 70, 71, 25. It's like, what is that? 46? 46 million? That's not bad. I'm just guessing. It could be less or it could be more. Yes, their daughter ordered a new Mercedes. Where the hoes at? Okay. Before she even won a case, and you no longer see these dolls anymore in Walmart. Yep. Sudden to sudden, you're on. When you're on, I have to give you credit when you're on point. You're on point. They swiped them dolls right off especially before the Christmas season. They swiped them dolls right off them shelves. Seriously, just got rid of them quickly. Judge frees neo-Nazi amid Antifa worry. So we're freeing neo-Nazis. And you can be a neo-Nazi in America. You can be a neo-Nazi. You just can't be a violent neo-Nazi. You can't be a forceful neo-Nazi. You can have you can have the 14 words, the 88 words. You can have the big thick boots and the skinhead. I don't think they're even skinheads anymore. I think because they're showing in the picture the guy's not a skinhead. Let me just read this a little bit. The strangest legal saga I covered in 2024 involved U.S. District Judge Cormac Carney's affinity for Robert Rondo, a neo-Nazi leader who was charged with violating the Anti-Riot Act for assaulting people at political rallies. Between February 21st and September 13th, I wrote 10 articles chronicling the litigation and appellate rulings that included Carney dismissing Rondo's charges because he determined prosecutors' selectivity targeted him because of his political beliefs. I'm particularly proud of the work I did during a busy 2-week period in February and March that included Carney's dismissal order and Rondo's release. Then Rondo's returned to custody after the Ninth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals stayed Carney's release order. Carney stopped hearing cases when he went on senior inactive status, so Rondo's case was with U.S. District Judge Josephine Staten after the Ninth Circuit overturned Carney's dismissal order. Rondo pleaded guilty in September and was sentenced in December to time already served. That's wild. Shohei Ohtani. You remember Shohei Ohtani? That case? The interpreter was arrested. They had an interpreter that was arrested. Okay, I'll read from this. This is interesting. Let me see. We got anything else? I think they sold their dog company. I think it went under. Yeah, I don't even think they exist anymore. But the federal prosecution of Ipe, Missouri, I hope I pronounced that correctly. The former language interpreter for Major League Baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani, or Shohei, I might be pronouncing his name wrong, generated the biggest media mobs I saw in 2024 for his initial appearance in arraignment. His May 8th plea agreement detailed his theft about $17 million from Ohtani and a years-long embezzlement. Mizuhara blamed on a gambling addiction. He pleaded guilty in June to felony counts of bank fraud and subscribing to a false tax return. Mizuhara is scheduled to be sentenced on January 24th, that's coming up in just a few weeks, by U.S. District Judge John Holcomb. Sentencing recommendations have not yet been filed. I'm interested to see if Ohtani writes a victim impact statement. Oh man, what is that? I know what that is. I just learned that last year. A victim impact statement. I gotta look it up, but I do remember looking that up before. Victim impact. A victim impact statement is a written or oral statement that a victim of a crime presents to the court at a defendant's sentencing hearing. It's a way for victims to share how the crime has affected them and to ask the court to consider a specific sentence for the offender. Yeah, I wonder if victim impact statement. I can't remember what case it was, but I remember reading about that and wondering what is that, you know? And of course, Hunter Biden pleads guilty. Oh, I'm not gonna pardon my son. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pardon him. Weeks later, months later, yeah, I'm gonna pardon Hunter. Like that is just the essence of politicians. Not even like that's just obvious. It's not even like a surprise. It's not like it's just like that's just business as usual. Politicians gonna lie. You give them enough, ability and space for them to say something that could be non-factual, and they'll be the first one to open their mouth or write a statement. Oh, okay. Never mind. They still have them at Target and Walmart. I just looked them up. Kind of look like Stephen A. Smith. Are you talking about me? That's funny. I thought I looked like Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. Bryan Cranston's character, his alter ego. But yeah, he pled guilty. I wonder if he didn't plead guilty. I wonder if he said, I plead not guilty. If President would have pardoned him. Hunter Biden's federal criminal trial in Los Angeles was scheduled to begin shortly after Tom Girardi's trial ended. So I was ready, to not cover any of it when I got word on September 15th that Biden was trying to enter an Alford plea. I learned about the this is messing me up because I'm like, what is the Alford? I can't remember what case it was either. This is my brain. My mind is like pancake batter. My brain. Yeah, the Alford plea. What is an Alford plea? This is all in recognition of Meghann Cuniff, if you're just joining me. Appears you have not. There's only 2 people in here. But I'm all right because I got 3 subscribers. So, and I got 900. I'm at 900 subscribers. I should get at 1,000 by the end of the month. I'm definitely sure of that. I'll have 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. And Alfred pleads a guilty plea in which the defendant maintains their innocence but accepts a sentence. The plea is allowed even when the prosecution's evidence is likely to convince a jury to find the defendant guilty. Wow. Okay. She said, I went to the courthouse to check things out and ended up watching the president's son plead guilty to each of his 9 charges without an agreement with prosecutors. U.S. District Judge Mark Scarsey scheduled the sentencing for December 16th, but it never happened because of President Biden's pardon. January 12th, President Biden's son Hunter's arraignment on tax charges in L.A. federal court, media circus. Hunter Biden pleads guilty in federal tax crimes case in Los Angeles. Boosie charged again after gun case dismissed. I mean, he couldn't catch a break. Boosie he just stays in trouble. It's like he's one of the people that live in jail and just, come out to visit in the real world sometimes. Like, he just stays behind bars or stays in some kind of federal, some kind of prisoner or jail status, It's wild. I actually served Stephen A. Smith a cup of coffee when I was barista and at the Travel Plaza on Delaware, the Delaware House. Rapper Boosie Badass leaves the Carter Keep Courthouse in downtown San Diego on Friday. This is in July. Wow, she's got Lil Durk's murder for trial, jailed and murder for hire case. So I'm giving her credit. I'm giving it like they say in the hood. You got to give them their flowers while they can still smell them. I really hate that whole line. I hate everything about it. It makes 0 sense. It's something that's stupid that came up within the last few decades maybe. I don't know how long, but it's a goofy way. I understand what they're trying to say, but it makes no sense. Because first of all, I've said this before, either you give them their flowers or you don't. It doesn't matter. You pay them respect, you pay them homage. That's true. That's fine. That's great. But don't make it seem like you have to give them their flowers while they can still smell it. Because tell somebody that you enjoy them and you're happy with them and you want them to be beneficial of everything that comes into their life. That's fine, but don't say it like for people that are believers. You'll be in heaven. You'll see them in heaven, won't you? Then you can give them their flowers. There'll be plenty of flowers in heaven, right? They water the grass and see, that's how ridiculous the whole heaven hell thing is. It's like sad people that I believed it, to be honest with you. I believed it wholehearted, right down the middle. Thought there was a heaven and hell. Thought there was a God and a Satan. I thought all of that. Then I was like, you know what? Thank you, Miss Rand. Thank you, Mr. Choice Star Terrain. Thank you, Dr. Yaron Brook, and so many others. I appreciate you because you rearranged my whole thinking setting, and that rearranged my whole life. So I appreciate it. Yeah. Boosie back, locked up. I know. It's crazy. Basically show them love while they can still feel it. I get that. I hate the smell of flowers. It reminds me of death. It does for me too. It reminds me of funerals. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I smell flowers. I think of funerals. You gonna be in them flames. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the flames. I'm gonna be eating hot Cheetos. Flaming hot Cheetos in the flames. Watch. Thank you, Mrs. Who? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying. So this is Lil Durk. She put rapper Dirk Devontae Lil Durk Banks is in federal custody in Los Angeles on murder for hire charges, and he's scheduled for trial in 2025. Banks is accused of hiring hitmen to murder a rival rapper to avenge the November 6, 2020 murder of his friend and fellow rapper Davon King Von Bennett in Atlanta. Prosecutors say the conspiracy resulted in the rival's relative being shot to death at a gas station near the Beverly Hills Mall in Los Angeles in August 2022. U.S. Magistrate Judge Patricia Donahue rejected Banks' bail request on December 12th. A five-page order filed on December 16th explains her reasoning, including Dirk's lawyer Drew Feinling's argument that his flight out of the country to Zurich and Dubai were merely one trip with connections. See, I was trying to figure it out. If he was in Europe or if he was in Asia, because Dubai is in Asia and Zurich is in Europe. This evidence supports the inference that defendant, who has considerable resources, attempted to leave the United States upon learning of the arrest of his co-conspirators, Donahue wrote. At least one defendant may be considering a plea deal. Dontrell Wilson's lawyer asked for a pre-plea sentence report on December 26th that will determine Wilson's criminal history category under the U.S. sentencing guidelines. U.S. District Judge Michael W. Fitzgerald ordered the report on December 27th. Trial is scheduled to begin on January 7th for Banks and Wilson, then on January 14th for Kevon London Grant, Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and Asa Houston. They all have nicknames, by the way, but I don't know what they are. But prosecutors and 5 of the 6 defendants on December 31st asked Fitzgerald to reschedule the trials to October 14th. Only Houston opposes. So I talked about that too. They pushed it back. They pushed it all the way back to October so they can get their weight up. The defense team, I mean. What's the lady name in Star always talking about her philosophy? Spell her name out for me, please, and thank you. See, when you act right, you get right. I'll tell you. I'll say it. A-Y-N, Ayn Rand, space, R-A-N-D, Ayn Rand. Then he's gonna flip on me and say something, ridiculous. And I know you too well. I know you too well, son to son. When you talk about thank you, please, and thank you, he's scheming to say something real underhanded and sideways, but that's all right. Yeah, that whole Lil Durk thing, that is a mess. That is just, it's the Lil Diddy. I call it the Lil Diddy. It's Diddy put up $50 million for his bail, got denied 3 times. As far as I know, Durk put up $3.3 million, got denied at least 1 time. I don't think he put up any more. I'm gonna look her up. My good. Oh yeah, Son to Son is funny now. He's real funny. He'll say some sideways stuff, and then he'll be like, "Oh yeah. I was just kidding. I was just playing. I was just playing, man. I was just playing." But I'll take you at your word, though. I'll take you at your word. Yeah, so people in trouble. People in trouble. In the clutches of the law, or not in the clutches of the law anymore. But that's the thing with Hunter Biden. I almost said Hunter S. Thompson. Hunter Biden. His reputation is toilet water. Used toilet water. It's like he can never be looked at like a honorable man again. He had to get his daddy to bail him out. Not bail him out, but pardon him. Excuse his behavior. Literally excuse his behavior. Pardon his behavior. After and on top of the fact that he said he wasn't going to pardon Biden, Hunter. Biden's a terrible, and I almost call him a terrorist. He's not a terrorist, but he's a terrible president. I'm so glad he's gonna be out, but I'm so sad that it had to be Trump. And I'm so sad that it could have been Kamala. And I'm so sad that our whole political electorate, about 99.9% of them, have no clue what to do with government, what to do with individual rights, what to do with property rights, what to do with freedom and liberty and selfishness and independence and rationality and all these good things. There's very few, if any, politician that really has a clue, has some kind of semblance of an idea. Dirk should know better. You steal a car to pull a hit. Dirk girl will be with an NBA player soon enough. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. She's got merch. She's got the googly eye bee. Meghann the reporter. She's getting money. She probably got that on mugs, and people put that on the little symbol on their MacBooks and their laptops. That's what they're called, the OMG girls. OMG girls. The damages for OMG girls. I meant to say that. She goes on to say, looking ahead, 2025 will be a big year for this mailing list and website. Beginning with the OMG girls damages hearing on January 6th and continuing through January when rapper Rakim ASAP Rocky Mayers goes on trial in Los Angeles County Superior Court for 2 counts of first-degree assault. I don't even remember that, but I'm just stupid like that. I'm also planning to cover the second rendition of the YSL trial in Atlanta. I know there was a second rendition. Are you serious? How many renditions are there? God damn. I thought that was over with. I guess Young Thug's participation in it was over. Atlanta starting in late February, and I'm looking forward to disgraced lawyer Michael of Avenatti's, I hope I said that right, resentencing in his client fraud case before Judge Selna in Santa Ana. There's also Combs' trial and all the lawsuits, including the case against Jay-Z. Thank you all to all my subscribers for reading my work, and a special thank you to my paid subscribers for spending your hard-earned money on me. Paid subscription makes my work possible, and I'm planning more subscription-related efforts in 2025 that can enhance my coverage. So, final words on Meghann Cuniff. She is a white woman, a beautiful white woman, a great specimen of Caucasoids. I say Rocky about that action. He pulled the Glock out his purse. Hey, I got a purse. I'm very strong in my heterosexuality. I am a man, and I'm a straight man, and I can say I have a purse because keys, phone, wallet, headphones or whatever they call them, headbuds, earbuds, whatever. All in my pockets though? Seriously? Put them all in my pockets? No. I mean, it's the winter time, so I put them in my coat. I have a pass, but it's spring and summer and sometimes fall. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So, in conclusion, with Meghann Cuniff, I have to say that she is a exemplary journalist. She's somebody that's of interest. Seems that you can trust whatever she says. That's what I like. Somebody you can say that if she falls from grace, then I'm done with everything because she seems like she knows exactly what she's talking about. She can cover, like I said, little nigger instances and stories and big cases like Trump's case. I don't know if she covered Trump's trial. That was before, but she can cover various people that are related to politicians and stuff like that. So that's pretty much in the bag. That's something that has to be covered. So salute to Meghann Cuniff. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. You are a champion of the journalistic word. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that came into this room and came out quickly. I have 0 viewers as I'm speaking right now. So, but I thank you for 3 people that decided to subscribe. I'm up to 900 even, 900 subscribers from 0, from nothing, from maybe 30 or 40. And then, I got this show and just exploded. So I appreciate it. So I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep working. And I'll see you on the flip side. Thank you very much. Take care.